for more information. I think that you will feel as I do that there's something very powerful about what he shares. Tom Earl.
I walk the middle path on the back of a razor's edge. I've traveled across this ledge of everything I know just to honor this mission that I have been given for my soul. There are days where I wear my religion like a complex shirt. It covers and protects me, but there are these dangling loose strings of doubt and worry, and I worry that if I pull them, the whole thing will begin to unravel, and I will once again be left standing naked and alone in this world served cold. I unfold my clenched fist, and like droplets of ink splashed into water, I watch as my fingers spread out from one another, 5 of them. Just like my extremities, like my senses, like my toes, like my pillars, like my prayers. I swear there's something mystical to this number, but who knows? Could all be a ridiculous coincidence, or maybe this is an incident of whispers from the divine. But I do know that there's always room inside our bodies for more negativity. And in the past, I have been guilty of being one who would fill every space I could find with poison and self-hate. I began to escape the day that I believed in something greater than myself. That something greater than myself was service to community, and a vision of a world where everyone is treated with respect and dignity. 2 years later, I converted to Islam. 2 things Islam has taught me was how to deal with grief and how to persevere. For we are a religion of hope. But I also know that there are wolves who will steal happiness while wearing a smile. Because many men would rather suck bile through a straw than have to chew on an original thought for themselves. They are the ones who seal the coffins of transformative dialogue and introspection with their false allegations of haram and innovation. And I have 1,023 middle fingers for all of these supposed religious leaders who are really nothing more than bullies, pushing people out rather than welcoming them in. We must admit there is an exodus of people from our spiritual spaces, and that's the problem, because you see, spirituality is not just about salvation, it's also about community. Ya Allah, please forgive me. This is my story. I took a journey through the desert and ran dry of water. So I went within and found nourishment in my relationship with God. We communed, and I arrived at a destination of humbleness and gratitude. I cried, and my tears, they gave life to an eternal garden of courage and acceptance of the fact that my relationship with God is not determined by the circumference of man's control of earth, but rather it radiates from the radius of God, master of this entire universe. I now know this, that my frustrations, they arise when I start to pay mind to ritual rather than prayer, when I focus on the rules of man rather than divine. But alhamdulillah, with difficulty comes ease, and sometimes God tests us just to hear us cry out his name, which is why it's possible that through my pain, I found peace. Spirituality is not a selfish practice, because it's also about love, acceptance, and understanding. And we can only find those things when we begin to see them in and share them with one another. Thank you.